Alright, this is a new recording situation. I live in the state of Florida and it is always hot, and in the summer it is scorched earth hot, so I'm always trying to find solutions to beat the heat, especially knowing that during the Civil War a ton of people were dying in the Carolinas from heat stroke. And we are much further the south than the Carolinas, so we can assume in this environment people work better if they're not as hot. Also, stay hydrated, obviously. So a couple years ago, I heard that I think Sony or some other tech company came out with portable AC units that clip onto your clothes. I'm not sure if those are actually real, but it did spawn a ton of portable fans that clip onto your clothes. And I never thought I'd be able to afford one. I thought they were hundreds of dollars until I walked into Target and saw a neck fan for $5. So they claim it's bladeless. I don't think there's actually such a thing as a bladeless fan. They all have blades, it's just the blades are inside the unit. This basically works by having two, what is essentially computer fans inside these that suck in air and then blow it out all around your neck. It just has this unbranded label on it, and they don't even tell you how to wear it. Like, do you wear it with these facing down or facing up? I assume facing up because they put the charging port here, and this kind of looks like this should be the bottom. So it has, I assume, a piece of spring steel here or a flexible metal in here, covered in a rubber housing to kind of adjust it to where you need it to be. But I tested this out and it creates kind of, in Florida, you're always just blowing hot air on yourself, but sometimes it's better than no wind at all. But you're also heating up the back of your neck because you have, a plastic necklace around your neck. But for $5, it works surprisingly well. I didn't want to try to talk over this because it can be kind of loud and I don't know how it's going to sound on the camera. This, I believe, is low, which is actually enough. If you're not being baked, it seems like a gentle breeze. Medium and high, which, as you can guess, are higher. And if you need a breeze on your face, it's great. But like I said, it kind of heats up your neck, and the rest of your body is still heating up quite a lot. I'm sure these devices work way better if you live in drier climates. That's kind of where we get screwed, is that it's always so humid here that you can never escape the heat. Even in the summer, at nighttime, it feels like almost as hot as daytime. It is just always hot here. And they make like swamp coolers or evaporative coolers where they spray a bit of cold water on you through a fan and the water eventually heats up, and then it's just spraying water and you're hoping the evaporation will make things cooler. But in Florida it just makes things, well, moist, and you're kind of blowing around some warm air. So this is like the closest thing we have to trying to cool off, hoping that it will accelerate our sweat drying to try to cool us off. So I started looking at the waist-mounted fans that these will blow up your shirt if you would like, and hopefully cool you off that way. There are a ton of cheap ones all over Amazon, and it's very difficult to figure out which model is best. I looked at the size of the batteries. That seems like a very big contributing factor, but you also have to make sure that they didn't put a bigger battery in it but made the fan spin faster, so then battery doesn't last as long as the one with less battery. But anyways, I found this one and it seemed to have the biggest battery in it compared to all the others. But also I liked its design because some of them, they will suck in air through the front. But if you're putting this under your shirt, I would assume your shirt would end up clogging it quite often. This sucks in through the bottom and blows out the top, which is what you would want if you were hooking it onto your belt and blowing it up your shirt. There's another clip facing in the opposite direction that you slip your shirt onto. This was a bit heavier than I was expecting. I think I looked back on it, it weighs about a pound, but a pound on your belt is kind of a lot of weight compared to other tools. But it feels very well made. I was thinking that like this rubber housing was cheap, and then I realized that it's just a cover for a very durable plastic underneath. You could actually probably take this rubber housing off if anything were to happen to it, but it gives it a bit more grip. I think that's why they put it on there. This model is also nice because it comes with this little, what is essentially a paper clip, so you can mount it sideways or rest it down sideways and use it as a normal fan. That's another reason why I like this, is that it's multi-purpose. You can use it as a normal fan, you can hold it, it comes with a lanyard so you can just wear it as a necklace and it blows you in the face. That will probably be very useful. But it's also way more powerful than the other one. On low, I'll turn it on and hopefully you can hear me over it. On low, you can already feel like a beam coming out of it. So it works, as you can tell by my hair. And it gets really high. So I don't have experience with all the other cheap ones, but this one I will link and is the one I'd recommend because it just seems to have the most utility to it, and it can last pretty much for a full day on low. And I think it also works as a battery bank. Yeah, it does. It has USB on the bottom there. So I don't quite know how they're making these. I'm assuming with computer fans because they act very similar to computer fans, but they seem to work quite well. And being in a very hot area, I appreciate some advances in the technology for staying cool, because pretty much all we got is, wear light clothing or wear nothing at all, and usually even that's not enough. So I just wanted to kind of give these some free advertising, I guess, to let you guys know that there's other things than just those little hand fans that you can try to beat the heat this summer, especially if you live in the South and might like doing a few things outside. I typically try to stay indoors, which is why I got this green screen. I was making these videos outside, but it's been 2 years and I haven't been posting a ton because as soon as May comes around, I'm not posting until like November, December. Maybe I can drag myself outside if I have a fan on, who knows. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I plan on posting more soon. I know I say that at the end of all my videos, but I'll get there eventually, and I'll see you guys then. Also, I know when I don't cut my hair, there's always a comment about it. I really shouldn't have to justify why my hair is long, but I will be getting a haircut soon, and no, I am not a pothead. Okay, glad that's cleared up. See you guys later.